Hello folks, you are welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to help you to build or to create move to top button, and following to previous videos that we learned how to build this portfolio website, and already we finished all other section. Actually we did a video for each section of this. We started by building this responsive navbar, and second one was for this nice banner section, and then for about me, and same for services I do and my projects, and also for this contact section. And last one was just to create this footer section, which was the previous video. But on this video I'm going to help you how to create this, for example, move to top button icon. So that what we are going to do today. And also, as you see here, that we'll use a CSS animation to hide this icon nicely with using some effect and changing the position. So that's what we are going to learn today, using some HTML and CSS and some basic of JavaScript. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to press subscribe button and enable the bell to get all new videos and content. And also, if you like this video, try to press thumb up. And also, if this is first video for you to watch, I will advise you go back and watch the previous videos and try to follow us again on this video. And let's just start directly from where we stopped on previous video and try to build this move to top icon feature. So here on the HTML section, just after this navbar, I'm going to add anchor tag. And this anchor tag, it will have an icon or an image. So let me just bring that here after this line. This anchor tag here will go to this href will be set to anchor to this hash, only hash, which will represent just home. And then we'll have a class called move to top. I can use this to add some CSS. And then inside this anchor tag, I add this image tag or image element. And this image element have a source with the image that's showing this icon here, this icon. You can get that from the actual browser. You can search for any image. You can just looking for like move to top icon, for example. And then you can find a list of them here, and then you can select the one that you like, and same what we do here. You can copy that image URL and then use it as a source. And then also this one has attribute, as you see here, this attribute to describe the image. Basically it's called move to top icon. And that is very simple. The HTML is not a lot. That's what we need to add, just this anchor tag with image inside this anchor tag, and this with the class. We can use this class to add some CSS. So let's go to the CSS and add that. And before adding the CSS, we need to run our application locally because it's a live one. And also we need to add this effect see when moving up and down. So let's run that just by pressing this go live. I'm using live server actually to just run the HTML file. As you see, this is the image that now we see it here. It's very large, and so that's why we are going to use the CSS. At the bottom here, I'm going to add before the button, after just the navbar here, I need to add a new section for this move to top button. And I will add a comment first to describe this move to top, just here after this line. So inside this, between these two sections here, I will add this move to top CSS. And first we'll start by selecting the move to top class. I will add this CSS here. This is a class for the anchor tag. And the initial top will be the half of the screen height, and the opacity will be set to 0. So when I then move to scroll down, then it will try to show it, so it will be hidden. And right, it will be 20 view width, and the position right will be 20 view width, and the width it will be 50 pixel. All of this will be set to 50 pixel. And z index will be 99, so to make sure it is on the top of all the content. And also the height will be 50 pixel, and will be same as the width, so that will be like a circle. And to be displayed block, because the initial type of the anchor element is inline, and we need to change that to be displayed block. so we can add all this CSS to it. And the position will be fixed, and that because when we're moving, the element will be fixed to one position, will not be moving with other content. And we're adding this transition to add some CSS animation. If I save that now, it shouldn't see that image, so that because now it's hidden. If I change, or if I comment out this opacity and just to see the icon, that moving the icon to this position, but still the image is really huge. So we need to set the image size or the image CSS style. So let me add new line here. I will select the image and change the image to take the full width, and the padding will be 5. We'll add some padding 5 pixel and border radius 50%, and that will make it as a circle, and the background will take this color. If I save it, as you see, now this is the image here, and this is the initial position. So basically I need this now will be visible all time, and I need when I move, for example, like when the height of the windows, or when I scroll like by 420 pixels, then try to show this icon, and the initial opacity, it will be 0. And I'm going to use the JavaScript. I'm going to use the JavaScript to do that, basically to change the opacity from 0 to 1 when moving like 420 pixel. And how I can know that one, I'm going to use JavaScript as I mentioned. I will go to this main.js, and at the bottom here, let me add new line. I'm going to bring this function here. I'm going to bring to explain line by line. First, I'm adding just this description here. I'm using window. I'm adding event listener. When I scroll, I will try to track the window page offset, or the page vertical offset, which will be vertically take the height, and this will be set to this variable. And I'm selecting the icon itself by declaring this variable and using document.querySelector to select this element here on HTML. If I go back, as remember, I use this class called move to top, and if I come back again, now I have the element and I have the height, and I can make a condition. If this height greater than 420, then try to change the opacity to be 1, so to show the icon, and also the position of that icon instead of the top here. If you see on the CSS, the top was 50 view height. Change that instead of 50 view height to be 85 view height, which will bring it to this position here instead from here to be here. And also the position right, instead of, if you see on the CSS here, the right was 20 view widths. Instead of 20 view widths, we'll change it only to 30 pixel. Otherwise, if this scroll height is not greater than 420, then set the opacity to be 0 to hide that icon, and then change again this top to be the same what we have on the CSS file here, and also the right will be the same what we have in the CSS here. So that will be just switching between these two positions and changing the top, right, and also changing the opacity. And at the same time, we are using this here transition to see that as animated. And if we save the JavaScript file now, and if we try to scroll, you should see that at some point. Now see, that's now shown with some CSS animation. This here, you can see it, you can notice that. But for example, if I try go back and disable the transition, you can see the difference. If I disable this line and save it and try to see that very quick now, very quick is hiding and showing it. You will not notice the CSS animation. And if I add the transition, now see that now nicely being hidden and shown. And when I move down, for example, when I press it, it will take me to top. That's the main point. So that is very simple and easy. And this is the last video in our tutorial to build this nice portfolio website. And this one will be displayed differently on small devices, on larger devices. And if you are like this content, as I mentioned at the beginning, try to leave sum up on this video, and also leave your comment and feedback, and that always will be support us and helpful. And see you on the different tutorial, and I will leave some recommendation for you on the screen. You can watch more about the tutorial I do. Bye bye.